Light up that frankincense and myrrh real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Alright. Let me make sure we live. Got all these dang ads popping up. You know. It's old ass computer. Alright, we good. Let the frankincense and myrrh burning. Let me turn this down. Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, hold on, let me close these ads. Let me close these ads real quick. Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word and true sincerity. Our Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson. And as you see, the title of this lesson is The Elect is Sealed, if not sealed already. You know, and that's a major prophecy, the elect being sealed, because, which I'm going to get it, you know, once the elect gets sealed, pretty much the angels is going to release that destruction, you know. And the reason why I came up with this title is because it's an article that brothers is spreading around, you know, concerning YouTube, you know, concerning YouTube banning certain videos that could be put up, you know. And we in a time where you can't even say, you know, Revelation 13 and 16, you can't say the MOTB, you know. Why? Because they're getting ready to push that out, and they don't want people to know what it is, you know. And ultimately, this is just a prelude to the famine of the word. You know, we coming into a time where it's about to be a lot of famine, man. You know, brothers been sharing that clip around. Go back in there. Salaki, I got my seed with me. Go back in there and watch TV. But brothers been sharing that video around where you got all these cargo ships that's not entering it. Go in there and watch TV. All these cargo ships that's not able to come in and, you know, bring these goods, which that's going to lead to inflation, famine, you know, and ultimately also there's going to be a famine of the word. And this is the beginning of that right here. This article, I'm going to skim through it, then I'm going to get some scriptures. You know, Lord willing, is edifying and exhorting, because once again, this shows that the elect is almost sealed, because real soon we're not going to be able to put up videos. You know, if we're not to warn the sheep, you know, we're not able to go into the potion. You know, like I just said, you can't even put the MOTB. You can't say that, you know, plain, or they'll take it down. Why? Because that's the prophecy that we're getting ready to enter into. This is just a prelude to the Charagma, you know. And when that comes, hey, all the rest of the prophecies is going to follow suit quickly, man. You know, the war of Armageddon, you know, the return of our King Yahushua. You know, that's a very critical prophecy, Revelation 13. You know, and that's why beginning with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they go so hard for it, because that's a very powerful prophecy, man. and we have to warn the sheep about that. But anyway, I'm gonna read some of this article. It says YouTube bans all anti-Vanessa videos, wrapping up Crown era censorship campaign. So it says YouTube will ban all harmful Vanessa content from its platform, including claims that Vanessa are ineffective. You know, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try not to say all these words, man. You brothers probably seen this article already, because you know what'll happen if I say these words raw. It says are ineffective at reducing, the what you call it. It says the ban comes after a year of escalating censorship by the Google-owned company. We've steadily seen false claims about the what you call it spill over into misinformation about what you call it in general. And we're now at the point where it's more important than ever to expand the work where we started with the whatchamacallit, you know. So pretty much I'm not even gonna read this whole article, but pretty much what's happening is they're clamping down, man. You know, because the elites they have an agenda, which we all know this. They have an agenda to where, if you look at the Georgia Guidestones, it tells you plainly they want to cut the population down to 500 million. And this is the prelude to their NWO. All right, because it's all going to lead up to the Charagma anyway. And when that time come, the Charagma, when it's made mandatory, and you know, like it says in the scriptures, it's gonna get to the point where this man is gonna behead you if you don't take it. The elect is sealed at that point, you know, and that's the new stage that we're coming into, man. We're coming into a new stage of prophecy where the elect is sealed. Now the angels is gonna release their four winds of destruction. All right. Now Yahweh Shem Shah is going to bring all these plagues upon Babylon. All right. He's going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. And there's all kind of plagues popping up out of nowhere, man. They're saying that there's plagues, heavily in the southern states that's being spreaded by these bugs that could cause, pretty much heart attacks, man. They're saying that you got rodents spreading diseases. You got all these new variants. You got you got measles, which they're saying it came from these Afghanistan refugees and more, man. So and it's going to get worse. We're going to actually start witnessing with our own eyes people sick by these plagues that Yahweh Shem Shah is bringing upon Babylon the Great, because he's the one that's doing this. All right. So we're going to see more plagues. We're going to see famines, because these are spirits that are created for vengeance, which I'm going to get into all that. The spirit, about to have me go ahead of myself. But anyway, I want to start at Revelation chapter 7, because this is the new stage of prophecy that we're coming into, man. The elect being sealed. All right. And like I said, once the elect is sealed, it's going to be all out destruction. This Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And what's that wind? The destruction. All right? The destruction. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And a lot of times, we could clearly see that Esau was scared. He knows that he has to come down and push his agenda because time is running out. Revelation 12 is Revelation 12 and 12, because he know that he have but a short time. But ultimately, the Lord isn't going to allow Esau to do anything until the elect is sealed. And we could clearly see that the elect is almost sealed, if not sealed already, and everything that's happening right now, man. Because hey, we're about to coming to a time where it's going to be it's going to be worse than the Great Depression. All right, and if you ain't got this truth, you not gonna make it, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. You know, this truth is what's going to keep brothers stable and sane when all hell breaks loose, man. You know, but that would mean that the elect would have to be on. And like I say, I'm not going to say the elect is sealed because no man knows. You know, but according to what's happening right now, according to the prophecies that's coming to pass, the elect would have to be close to being sealed, if not sealed already. All right, that's why I labeled the title that. But anyway, reading on, it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. You know, so we know this is the governing body of Yahweh's kingdom. All right, the 12,000 out of each tribe. All right, that's going to be the governing body, man, and that's all men. Which you have a multitude of men, women, and children that's going to be delivered, but the 144,000 is all men. Okay, so it said pretty much the angels were told not to release that destruction, you know, until the elect is sealed. You know, so us seeing everything that's happening right now, destruction is being prepared for Babylon the Great. That would mean that once again the elect is almost sealed, if not sealed already, because Yahweh Shem Shah is about to release great destruction upon Babylon the Great. All right, let me go here real quick. Let me go here real quick. All right, this Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So it's getting ready to list some of the spirits that are created for vengeance, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to release out here greatly. All right. It says fire and hail, you know, and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. And that's what's being prepared, man. Famine, fire. All right. All these things are written to happen to Babylon the Great, which the ultimate fire is going to come from that thermonuclear destruction. You know, but even before that come, you're going to have fire, man. Like Yahweh Shah said, I come to bring fire, and what if it be already kindled? You know, because you're going to have riots out here, man. You're going to have people that's going to come against, you know, the powers that be, man. You know, you're going to have sedition. The scriptures speak about that. Sedition of men, man. You know, Babylon the Great is getting ready to become a third world country. It's getting ready to be common to see a dead body. It's getting ready to be common to see cannibalism. All right, to see, you know, closed down. You know, because all these businesses is about to be closed down. All these fast food chains is about to be closed down, man. You know, all these truckers is about to stop delivering goods because it ain't gonna be no goods to deliver. You know, and this is all going to bring a famine, man. So we're in the brink of a famine and also the famine of the word. Because that censorship that YouTube is doing is going to get worse, man. You know, eventually you're not going to be able to say you're an Israelite. You're not going to be able to put up videos like that. You're not going to be able to put up videos who the Edomites are. You're not, because Esau, when he fully comes down to push his NWO, he doesn't want any opposition. He doesn't want anybody to expose what he's really doing. He wants to control the narrative, and then he can really be the devil, man. He can really be a deceiver when there's no information that's exposing what he's really trying to do, you know, and he's just telling you his, you know, his smooth words, you know, he's going to be able to control the narrative. Because Esau know how to lie, man. Like the scriptures say, his words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. We're about to see Esau show his horns, man. You know? But anyway, going back to this, it says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So these are some spirits that Yahweh Shem Shah is about to give them the order. to come upon Babylon the Great and have fun, man. You know, but us brothers that's been doing this work, you know, Lord willing, we the elect, us brothers that believe, Lord willing, us and our households is going to be good in these days. So we don't have to worry about, you know, famine and, you know, the worries that the people of the world is going to have to worry about, you know, because we have examples of our forefathers being delivered through famines, you know, such as Elijah. He was delivered through a great famine, man. And the Lord is going to do that again to the men that trust on him. All right. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. And you have videos of wild beasts roaming in the streets, man. You know, bears running up on people. You know, you had when that flood happened, you know, in Louisiana, you had a old ass Edomite get attacked by an alligator, man. Got eaten to death by an alligator. So you're gonna have more of that. You're gonna have more wild beasts roaming in the streets, man, executing judgment upon those that are not a part of the elect. Because only the ones that's a part of the elect are the only ones that's going to escape the plagues of Babylon the Great, man. That's why it says in Revelation, it says, "Come up out of her, my people, that you receive not of her plagues." That's talking about the elect. If you're not a part of the elect, anything can happen to you, man. You know, we're coming to a time where if you ain't got the covering of the Lord, you're gonna be finished. All right, and it's gonna be known that there's a higher power doing this, man. Yahweh Shemi Awashai is going to magnify his name through his prophets. All right? Because the main question that people are going to be asking the men of the Lord when they see him is, how are you not affected by all of this? How are you sane? How are you not losing your mind? And what's going to be the answer? Yahweh Shemi Awashai. You know? And that's gonna be the time when everybody gonna want to hear the words of the Lord. Which, let me get that. Because this is the new this is the new era we're coming into, I should say, which beginning with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, we've been bringing this out continually. You know, it may sound like a broken record. We've been always bringing this out, but this has been brought out as a warning, because it's going to come a time, man, where you're not going to be able to hear this word. You know, then it's going to be you and your faith. You know, we're coming into that time, man. We're real soon, and I was thinking about this the other day. Real soon, we're not going to be doing videos, all right, edifying and exhorting, man. The Lord is going to seal the book, all right. But this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, which there is going to be a famine of bread and water. But the Lord is just pointing out what he's speaking on in this verse. It says, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So there's going to be a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And if you wasn't rooted, if you wasn't taking his word seriously, when that time comes, you're gonna bug out, man. Because you're not gonna be, you know, rooted. You're not gonna be in the spirit of praying to the Lord, you know, begging the Lord to increase your strength, you know, being stable minded. You're gonna be in that spirit of, damn man, I should have listened. You know, I should have listened. And what's going to be, and I'm talking about the people of the world, they're going to be like, I should have listened. I got to find these guys so I could get answers, so I could be comforted. But us brothers that, you know, Lord willing, you know, we're rooted and remain rooted until the end, we're going to be in that spirit of, okay, the Lord said these things were going to happen. All right, we brought it out. We know what's going on. All I got to do is trust on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. But let me read this next verse. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So people of the world, they're going to run. They're going to be, best believe, they're going to be popping up at where you was doing camp at, where you was teaching at every, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Brothers go out different days. Whatever day you go out, it's gonna be crowds of people waiting, man. And the Lord gonna have you put up somewhere, with food and water, protected, and they're gonna be out there through, man, looking to hear these words, because like Yahweh Shah said, this is the comforter, man. And in that day, if you ain't got the comforter, you're gonna bug out. All right. You're gonna freak the fuck out, man. A lot of people about to experience a mental breakdown. When there's so much put on you at once, a lot of people can't take it, so they just snap, man. They go crazy. A lot of these people in the world is about to experience that, man. You know, it's about to be bad. And best believe if they're not getting any goods, if there's not going to be any goods at the local grocery store, you know, then best believe they're not going to have goods to take care of these prisoners, to take care of these mental patients. So what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to release them, man. And you're going to see crime go up. You got a lot of people, a lot of police officers quitting, and in New York, it's in the thousands. I forget the exact number, but it's a lot of healthcare workers being fired, and they're replacing them with the National Guard. His brother's done videos on that. Man, this is all leading up to the time of Jacob's trouble, man, when it's going to be total destruction in these streets. You're not going to be able to just go outside, jog down the street. You do that in these last days, it's going to be somebody lurking wanting to eat your ass, man. This is the new, I'm using the word era, that we're about to come into, man. The age of destruction, the age of Yahweh Shem Shah bringing great judgment upon the wicked, beginning with his people, man. Because it says judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. All right, so it's going to begin with Israelites. All right, we're about to see a lot of Israelites get put to death. That's the new time. That's the new we're coming into that time of prophecy, man. It ain't gonna be no more live stream soon. It ain't gonna be no more, beginning with the apostles and elders on down, putting up videos to comfort you. You know, it's gonna be us in our own faith. All right. Let me get this. And if you was doing this work for anything other than sincerely feeding the Lord's sheep, and anything other than working out your own salvation, hoping that the Lord shows mercy upon you, if you was doing this work for anything other than that, such as for money, for views, for attention, you gonna fold. That's Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Wisdom and knowledge of what? Of these scriptures, man. Because the scriptures speak about what's going to happen in the last days. So we been knew before these videos came out of all these ships not being able to release their goods into the country. Before we saw, that a lot of these truckers was going to go on a strike, was going to quit. These police officers was going to quit. These doctors, these nurses was going to quit. Before all of this happened, we knew that this was going to happen. Because why? It's written in the scriptures, man. So we're not, oh shit, man. How we gonna eat? It's really gonna be a time where we're not gonna eat. We're not in that spirit because we knew that these things was gonna happen, man. 2 Timothy 1:7, the Lord have not given us the spirit of fear, man, but of a sound mind. We trust that the Lord is going to provide for us. And we all have our own testimonies of that. The Lord's been doing things for brothers even before the destruction comes. But anyway, let me read this again. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongues, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." And fearing the Lord, hey man, that's a beautiful, beautiful spirit to have. Because if you don't fear the Lord, you're going to do whatever, Esau tells you to do, man. I was chopping it up with the brothers. We had a spiritual conversation, and we were just speaking on a possible way that this man can get you to take the charagma is by food. Because when there's a famine and they set up these FEMA camps and they're like, look, we got plenty of food and water. All you got to do is take the charagma. If you don't fear the Lord, you're going to take it, man. You're going to try to save your life. All right? And we know what the scriptures say, man, about those that try to save their life. Let me go ahead and get that because you got a lot of these NBA players, man, pushing it. Which we, through the spirit, we already knew LeBron James and all these so-called super. Who is it? Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn, Salakia. I'm gonna have to end the stream. I'm gonna have to, Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Salakia, brothers. Shalom.